Oh, welcome back to another edition of Greeks Plays of the Day. We do this a couple times a week. We missed Monday, but in honor of 4th of July, of course, we had to have Mr. America himself, the one and only Greek, give you some plays going in this weekend. What's going on, Greek man?
So great that intro. You read it just the way I wrote it, which is nice. It is July 1st. It's Bobby Bonilla Day. Now, so if you don't remember this, people, Bobby Bonilla gets a check from the Mets for over $1 million until 2035. Years ago, when he was with the Mets, they couldn't pay his deal because the Mets got sideswiped by Bernie, and all their money went away. So they worked out this deal with Bobby Bonilla, and he gets a million and change until 2035. So he ended up getting like maybe 70, 60 million when he really should have got, I don't know, 20 million, something like that. What a great day. So it's Bobby Bonilla Day. So we're celebrating that. Kevin Durant says he wants out of Brooklyn. Who wants to be in Brooklyn anyway? He's never happy. Now they're talking about him. They're talking about him coming to the Heat. Oh my God. Or Phoenix. I don't know about Kevin Durant, Phoenix. I might not be the best city for him, to be honest with you, but I can see him down in South Beach. But they want the Versace Mansion, they want the Fountain Blue, and the Hard Rock. Riley said, I'm not giving him the Hard Rock. I'll give you the Versace Mansion and the Fountain Blue, Lowry, Hero, and Robinson. I don't know.
Well,
That's great.
and we usually keep this short, and we will. You know, like Greek is a busy man. He already has a cigar in his hand. I'm jealous.
I'm not busy. I got nothing to do for the next 10 years.
Oh, shut up! You have plenty to do. What you do? Literally two shows every day. Like we do a lot of shows, but we now have scaled back. You're doing two full shows every day, and you're doing this each week now. So we appreciate it. But you and I haven't gotten to talk, and I was supposed to jump on your show, and it was just insane this week for me. But I'm glad you're here on South Florida Live. The Bobby Bonilla Devo talked about it today, and he's like, "What? How long are they paying him until?" I love that you know the year. Like you know what year it goes to because
Bobby
it's your
Bonilla,
dream
yeah.
contract.
Oh my God, I would love that. Getting paid $1 million to 2035. Oh my God, what a great deal by his agent that they came up with this. They had to defer the payments because again, it's not a joke. The Mets were involved with Bernie. Bernie went
Yes.
away with all their money, and
Yep.
then they came up with this deal to own the money. I don't know what the bottom line is, the actual number, but I know it's probably tripled or quadrupled from what he had to go. And so that was another great deal by the Mets. And then if you're the no owner, you take over, you got to be pissed off about that. I'm sure it comes out of the bottom line, but still, you got to pay Bobby Bonilla. But he does wear a hat, a Met hat, he said, when he walks to his mailbox.
I'm sure he puts a whole jersey on, not a Marlins. He did win a World Series with the Marlins in '97. All right, so this is what people care about, especially it's what you always cared about. I know you've curtailed your gambling, but you're not a degenerate. You're a gambler at heart. You're 6-1. You're 6-1 so far in your plays here on Greeks Plays of the Day. Where are we this weekend in honor of Independence Day? Where can people make their money this weekend with Greeks Plays of the Day?
I'm going to go with the Miami Marlins tonight and Seattle over Oakland. Marlins over the Nationals, Seattle over Oakland. Oakland is not a good baseball team. They play terrible on the road, and they also are bad when they're home because I had more people at my bar mitzvah, and I wasn't Jewish.
You don't even have a bar mitzvah.
I said, the A's are getting like 5,000 people a night, 4,000, and 3,000 of them are Reggie Jackson fans. No, the A's will soon be the Vegas A's. Yeah, and then we're going to go with the USFL Championship, their big game on Sunday in football.
Okay.
And a big day yesterday, college football, UCLA and USC leaving and going to the Big Ten. Man, isn't it all about money? Now, these poor kids got to travel now, which is going to suck, east, and freeze their ass off.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they're California kids. I mean, they're like the cheerleaders hanging on the beach. They're going to go to Notre Dame, Penn State, Wisconsin.
I mean, Rutgers is one of them. is a big college school.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, even them. I mean, in the
Maryland.
NFL, they always say, like, the NFL, too. You don't want to travel teams West Coast, East Coast. It's going to affect the college kids, too. But the other thing, they said their education is not going to be affected, which I always love. Right.
I'm sure. Sure. Yeah, well, that's the other topic that a lot of people are talking about, especially down here, because Miami and FSU are in the ACC, and the ACC is sort of left out in the cold. Like, what's going to happen with that in college football? Look, we always think about the gambling angle. It's interesting. You don't really take traveling into account because it used to be regional.
Well, but now it is.
It ain't regional anymore. So traveling is going to be a big part of it.
And for the Big Ten, too, I mean, obviously, they're going to travel out west. That's going to suck. But, I mean, I think the weather thing, it's like anything else. You sit courtside, it's great at a Heat game. You sit the 400 level, it makes a difference. You go from 80 to 10, it sucks. You go from 10 to 80, it's not bad. It's not bad. So the
Yes. What do we have? The USFL title game. Yes, sir.
championship game is Sunday. Philadelphia
Yes.
against Birmingham, I believe.
Okay. Okay.
And I believe Birmingham
Have
is
you been
favored.
watching this? I mean,
No,
oh, you have, because our professor
no.
every Friday has been watching it, and he was doing really well for a while until Shea Patterson, the former Michigan quarterback, was kicked off his team, and he had a great strategy, bet against Shea Patterson. Well, Shea Patterson was kicked off the team because he sucked, and it sort of hurt the professor's strategy. So it's interesting that you're going to bet on the title game even though you've not watched no USFL.
I used to walk into Caesars or Win and bet college football games. I didn't even know who the hell they were playing. I used to bet Hawaii at 1 o'clock in the morning. I remember looking up at the board, and I knew the guy, Ralph. He'd be like, "Bad day, Greek." I'd be like,
Oh,
"Ralph,
my
I'm
God.
betting Hawaii. It's 1 a.m. You think it was a good day? Really? You think it's a good day at 1
Oh, my
o'clock?
God, Greek.
I mean, it's like it's 9 o'clock there, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm betting Hawaii against like some freaking thing, and I'm like, and it's tough to get scores. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, yeah. So it's USFL championship. I believe it's Birmingham and Philadelphia. I believe
Yes.
we're gonna double check. Is it?
I think so. Yeah.
You might have to double check it.
We will. We will. We will double check.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
I love this.
I'm gonna go with Philadelphia plus the points, and I think they're getting points. So you might want to check the points.
We'll check it all. This is Greek's plays of the day. He has the Marlins tonight, which he's been going against the Marlins. So he's going with the Marlins tonight. He has Seattle over the A's on Saturday. And USFL, he is taking points because he is not a chalk eating pig like people likes to talk about. Sunday in the USFL title game. All right, Greek man, a happy, a healthy for the
No,
July.
don't you? Wait a minute. Don't you want to know why I'm betting Philadelphia?
Well, because you were going for the dog is what I was going with. Why? What is your thoughts? Oh, for the America.
Well, America, a little. We're the greatest country in the country, but
in the world.
I used to date a girl at Villanova who was smoking hot. So that's why. When I don't know who to bet, I go back to my tail history. So yeah, but you double check Philadelphia playing Birmingham. I'm pretty sure that's who's playing. And I like Philadelphia plus the points. I think they're getting 4. Hey, it's great always to be on with you, Loopy. You make me feel like a star. You're so nice. I love you and Defoe. This is a great thing you got going on. I appreciate you let me come on. And not for nothing. Where's the money?
Yeah, exactly. Letting you. You're doing us a favor there, superstar.
You better stop paying me, man.
We love you, great one. Have a happy
peace.
and a healthy one.
Peace.